I'm Chris and this is Jim and we're Midlife Travel Bug, and today we are in the beautiful city of Paris, France.
We're gonna be here in Paris for the next few days and show you how to get around and what to see on all these amazing sites. Obviously we're not gonna see everything, but we're gonna take you to some pretty cool places.
We're at the beautiful Cathedral of Sacré-Cœur. We're also gonna take a tour of the little city that's up here called Montmartre, but they have the painters that come, they'll paint your portrait. It's quite a quaint hilltop area in the city of Paris. So come join us today and hopefully we can show you some fun things. So one of the things that you can do here when you come to visit this monument is you can walk up, you can take a funicular, or there's some steeper stairs on the side. There's also a little choo-choo train that's like a tourist train that you can take up to the top. You can also come to the park and come up to the top before the fountain, bring a picnic, bring a bottle of wine, sit on the grass, sit on a bench, and beautiful spot to just kind of have a little picnic or a romantic time.
Romance time.
Romance time. Anyway, beautiful spot, beautiful day.
It's a stunning overview of the city from up here. One of the top things to do while in Paris is to come see Sacré-Cœur, and if you're here on a 3-day itinerary, this is one of the places you should put on your list.
Now keep in mind, try to come on a weekday versus the weekend. I was here previously on a Sunday and it was so busy, but today is, I think it's a Friday morning and it's much quieter, so keep that in mind.
Well, did we ever pick a good day here at Sacré-Cœur? Because there is a wine festival going on.
And beer festival.
And beer festival.
Food festival. So
it can't be any better than that. Now Paris is hosting the Rugby World Cup right now, and also we'll be hosting the 2024 Summer Olympics here in Paris. So they're really doing lots of different festivals. This is a great one we just stumbled across.
Cheers to finding a wine beer festival in Paris.
We found the Wall of Love here in Paris. It is a wall with over 250
different languages saying I love you.
There you go. So
here we are. I love you too.
You. That's the Wall of Love. We're just on the Champs-Élysées here in Paris. It is the most expensive shopping street in the world. And behind me is the Arc de Triomphe, one of the most iconic structures here in Paris.
And a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover, agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Dreamy, breezy, we go.
This is my kind of store. It's a shoe store and a wine store. Perfect combo.
Undercover, agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all. A bigger scale, the world inhales as we go. I wouldn't want it any other way, no. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover, agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover, agents of the other. Beyond gravel.
So we're currently at the Pantheon here in the Latin Quarter in Paris. The Pantheon was built in the 18th century and has some of the most influential people from France in the crypts down below. So it cost
11.50 euro.
Yeah, 11.50 euro to come in and tour. You can pay another 3.50 euro to go up to the top. However, you got to get here early because today it was sold out. So definitely recommend if you want a panoramic view of the whole city.
Also, an audio guide was, I believe, 3 extra euro if you went inside. However, there were enough things that were speaking English or written in English, so it's up to you. Sometimes the audio is great, sometimes it's not so much, but that's more of a personal choice, I believe.
Yeah, if you're a history buff, this is well worth paying the 11.50 to go down and see the crypts.
I think we were surprised. Like,
yeah.
kind of one of those, do you, don't you go in? We're glad we did.
Yeah, totally worth it. So make sure you check this out when you're in Paris.
So we're just standing outside the iconic Notre-Dame in Paris. It did have that big fire in 2019. I was lucky enough to see it prior to the fire, but they are wonderfully rebuilding the historic site. So hopefully by the time the Olympics come to Paris, it should be hopefully back to more normal, but a pretty moving moment to come see this, and pretty saddened when we heard about the fire, but grateful that they're restoring it as best that they can. Certainly still has a presence to it that you must come see. We're just at the top of the Galeries de Lafayette, at the very famous mall. You are able to come to the top floor and actually come up and see the rooftop and the view of Paris, and it's completely free. So keep that in mind when you come if you want to see something with a view that's central and it's also free.
Full panoramic view of the Opera House as well as the Eiffel Tower, and down the way you can see the Arc de Triomphe.
Agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all.
Palais Garnier, the most famous opera house in Paris, was built over a span of 15 years from 1861 to 1875. It was designed by the architect Charles Garnier in the neo-Baroque style. Palais Garnier is renowned for its opulent architecture and interior design, making it one of the most famous opera houses in the world. The cost to get in was 15 euros a piece, and plan on spending about an hour walking around and touring the inside.
Tiptoes, undercover, agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond
This monument behind me is a big bronze statue with Napoleon at top. It's a war memorial statue, and it has Napoleon right at the top. We're just walking into the main square of the Louvre right now, and I gotta say, as somebody that's never been to Paris before, everywhere you turn down a different street, you're just in awe. And the scale of everything, these buildings, is just absolutely incredible. It's just huge.
dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover, agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all.
So we're just in the lineup for the Louvre, and tickets were purchased online for €7.
And you pick a time slot.
You pick a time slot, and then you
Come and wait in line.
come and wait in line, and you enter at the pyramid back here. Plan ahead if you're coming here. So you're gonna spend at least 3 hours. So buy your tickets online and book your time slot before you come. Even though you have a time slot, it's still going to be very busy in lineups, and there'll be a few hundred people in line for your time slot. So plan on that as
We're
well.
also here during low season, so we're nowhere near what it usually looks like apparently. If you do come during higher times or peak season times, you should probably book your tickets for these kind of events. The big things to see in Paris probably a week or two in advance, to be honest. So we just finished up with the Louvre today.
4.5 hours later.
4.5 hours later, and we still didn't see it all. So keep that in mind when you come. It is a long day, but there's so much to see. It is well worth the €17 that we paid each. And if you do come to Paris, don't miss this, because it's overwhelming and crazy exciting at the same time.
As a first-time experience, this is incredibly overwhelming. There is so much to see. It is so large. Like I said, we spent 4.5 hours. There are places that you could stop and eat lunch and have snacks and everything. You could spend more time. That being said, we put on over 10,000 steps in the Louvre alone. So I would say if you're gonna do the Louvre, which you should when you come to Paris, make this your only kind of event of the day, your only thing that you're gonna see for the day, because you will spend a lot of time in here.
Give it a good solid half a day. And if you had more time, come back a second time if you did. But it's definitely worth seeing. Don't think that it's just another museum, because it is not. It is the biggest, I believe it's the biggest.
It's the largest museum in the world.
And for good reason. They do an amazing job, and it's not just the museum part of it that you're looking at the artifacts and the paintings. It's the actual building that you're in that is pretty special.
Yeah.
A lot of the rooms are fabulous.
We got lost a couple times. So.
Anyway, come check it out.
Degrees and sunny, just the way I always wanted. 저바랄 것도 없어, 지금 이대로면 좋아. 따스한 햇볕을 가득 담은 Seine River. The bluebirds peaceful sing along. That I love you. Oh,
just want to say, if you're coming here to Paris for the first time, there is so much to see, and everything is so grand that you're just not going to be able to see everything in the first few days. There's a ton of stuff in every different neighborhood to check out.
I think people tend to underestimate Paris. You know, it's a big city, get in, get out, and go elsewhere in Europe. But the one thing you need to keep in mind, Paris has a lot of really amazing things to see. And if you have just a couple of days or a few more days than that, you're not going to go wrong. There's so much to see and do. I've spent a previous 9 days here before with my mom years ago, and we've also spent a few days here this time, and I'm still seeing new things. Don't underestimate Paris and give it the opportunity that I think it deserves. If you look at a map now, there's a big circular ring that goes around the inner part of the city. The closer to the middle is the lower numbers, and the further you get out in the ring, it gets up to the 9, 10, 11 kind of districts as well. So take a look at a map. Metros are easy to use.
Easy.
Buses are really easy to use. So it's a great system. So we love Paris and had a great time here. Hopefully you enjoyed looking at all of the things that we've shown you in this video. And we hope that you come back and join us soon. So thanks for watching.
We'll see you on the next video, everyone. Thanks for
Cheers.
watching. Cheers. Of the most influential people that have ever
Influenced France. So Voltaire, who else?
I'm not naming.